Welcome to the Friends of Habanos, where this week, Smitty,
Looking forward to it.
general production, when I say general production, our Czar and Tampa custom cigars have come through. We have taste tested previously the prototypes. Today we're going to taste test the ones that are actually going to you. I'm almost not looking forward to this because, you know, it's like assessing your own kids. You're always a bit tougher on your own kids. But let's go through the construction. Two different types of cigars. We're going to start with the Tampa. Tampa, obviously, to me, it's a tribute to the Chuck, who passed away back in February this year. Great mate of ours in the forum, great mate of us internally here, just a great friend. And love to you, Chuck.
Love these thin ring gauge cigars.
Well, it's not overly thin, right?
No.
This is going to vary between 38 and 40 gauge. They fit in the
Feel
hand
good.
beautifully.
Yep.
You know, they just fit in the hand
Yep.
beautifully. I've rolled them in such a way. I haven't rolled them in such a way. I've had them rolled in such a way that it's got a well, basically a bunch at the end of loose tobacco, and I love that. Especially when you age these for a little period of time. What's going to occur is when you light them, they'll combust, and I love that. I just really do enjoy that. Bit bigger than 898.
Just a touch, but you know, 898, they trim it back.
Yeah,
You know, clean off the shaggy
touch bigger
foot.
than 898. Aroma cold.
You know, gorgeous. You know, I said earlier on that there's that gym bag. You know, it's very young, it's very volatile. There's that strong tobacco and oils going on there.
It's a beautiful wrapper, isn't it?
Oh, it's
a
gorgeous.
nice wrapper. The wrappers are sensational.
Yeah, you
Plenty
know.
of oil to wrappers.
Yep.
Quite a chocolatey aroma.
There is that chocolate
leather,
nose. Yep.
gym, socks, bag.
It's
a lot going on.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
And guys, these arrived yesterday. So we have let them rest for under 24 hours. But I just wanted to get a gauge on how they are. And draw, Smithy.
Beautiful construction, beautiful draw, nice little bit of resistance there, just how I like it. And I'll tell you what, it starts with a real chocolatey...
A sweet profile.
Yep.
Right, yeah, draw
You know.
cold is a sweet profile.
Yep. So,
Let's torch them up.
ticking all the boxes at the moment.
You go first, mate. Because you're the slow smoker here.
Oh, jeez. Nothing but support on this balcony, is there?
Slow in a lot of areas. But,
Sorry, what'd you say?
no.
It's a great, you know, having that shaggy foot, differentiates this product, I reckon.
Well, it's not a product, Smithy. Smithy, it's not a product. This is a vision.
You were saying it was art earlier on.
It's a vision.
A vision.
It's art. It's work in progress. It allows us to play with the core fundamentals of what cigar blending is. Do you believe that?
No.
No. It's a product. So, you know, how you can just... Oh, look at that. I just love that.
You know, it just starts
I
out
just
so nicely.
love that. Flame.
Very
Come
rich.
back to you.
Yeah.
That's a nice start.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it just combusts so nicely there, and it sort of gets into its zone and then into the cigar. Hey, it's a great opening.
Right, let's get into it. We'll come back to you shortly.
A gorgeous opening. You mentioned rich. It's rich. It's just below medium for me. It's super smooth. The smoke is velvety. The feel is velvety. I'm getting gorgeous layers of Cadbury milk chocolate just melting in my mouth. I'm also getting touches of pepper, and I mentioned a green capsicum flavour there that is I perceive primarily because it's a very young cigar. So, but
I said I had some really nice light peri-peri hot paste in the initial bit. However, then you mentioned that because I had we went from some lovely spice in the back of the tongue but through the nose there is no spice.
Yeah, no.
So
no
spice in the back of the tongue,
no.
through the nose there is no spice, and then we hit just like a cube of chocolate.
Yep.
And just like it melted.
You can just feel it all in your mouth. It's fabulous.
Lush cube of chocolate, and that's where we're at now.
Yep.
We just don't know whether it's going to continue. But I don't mind tasting cigars young. This is like tasting off the rollers' tables. It gives you an understanding and appreciation of, you know, you got to make a call.
Yep.
When they're testing blends, they're not letting them in the factory for a new line of cigars. They are not letting them rest for 120 days or 90 days or 30 days. They're testing blends off the table.
You mentioned, you know, it's a relaxing cigar, and it is. We've had a great conversation, but it's also then all of a sudden you hit those flavours that, you know, you're drawn back to the cigar, which
on its way back.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I love a cigar that I can have a great conversation with, but I'm also then brought back to it for a discussion because it is so good at the moment. Yeah.
Let's see if it continues on. We'll be back at, actually we'll probably be back at the commencement of, or midway through the second third on this one. Let's go for a couple of inches and see what we can come up with.
I'm enjoying it.
Another bottle of red wine. It's lovely. Cheers.
Lovely morning.
I've always wanted to blend a cigar with melancholy. And I think we've gone for that rich sweetness, that for us here, Cadbury, Nestle type chocolate into that melancholy, darker, brooding. Some real spice again on the back palate, a bit more spice through the nose.
I'm feeling a touch of coffee as well. Just starting now actually. It's you know, some gorgeous oils that you can really see lighting up once they start to heat up a bit as well. It's right on medium. It hasn't changed its intensity too much, I don't feel, but it's got that sort of surprise aspect to it that'll go, well, you know, try me again in a year and I'll give you something different, I feel.
Mine's medium full at this point, a bit further advanced than you on the cigar. That's a brooding cigar now.
It goes well with the Shiraz as well.
It's an after dinner cigar, this one. This is certainly an after dinner cigar. I've actually got a bit of a head spin. Could be the wine though, chance. I'm not quite sure. Actually, on our second bottle. So, you know,
it's all for research, mate. It's research.
It is, and it goes well. I mean, I know people don't say wine and cigars go well. Jammy Shiraz and cigars go well. Just that fruit, that
jamminess,
that fruit plum, just gorgeous. Really goes nicely with it.
Well, we had a good benchmark to begin with, you know. We just
the initial Tampa was excellent.
Yeah,
the initial Tampa was excellent. I didn't really change the Tampa to any great extent. I just wanted a little bit more of some excellent secco in the front end. Just load a little bit more secco in the front end. But I wanted a nice, strong finish to the cigar.
Yeah, it's building to that stronger finish.
We'll see if it continues. We're getting towards the end of the last third.
It's been a great cigar, mate. I've enjoyed it. We've changed the world several times, and that's what a great cigar is all about, really. You know, great conversation, great cigar, but it's, you know, it's just above medium. I've had touches. I said it was a sherbet characteristic to it, that a quick sweetness to it. That's
in that last.
Last third, and also that I mentioned earlier, that green capsicum that I perceive is just young tobacco at the moment. But it's been very good. I've enjoyed it all the way through. We were just trying to compare it to what other...
I was trying to say, you know, it's completely unfair because I know where the tobacco comes from for these, which I can't disclose, obviously, but it's closest probably to a Partagas Serie de Connoisseur number 1.
Yeah.
But it has that chocolate aspect to it, which the one doesn't. So if you mixed a Partagas Connoisseur number 1 with a Monte Cristo Especial, that's what you're effectively getting out of this. To me, mine's medium full as opposed to yours more medium, but one of my favourite cigars are or Monte Cristo Especial, I should say, Partagas Serie de Connoisseur number 1, 898. If I was to bring all of those together,
taking bits of all of them.
That's what we've got now.
Exactly.
And that's what I tried to achieve with this. I hope you find the same experience that we've had. Keep in mind that we have not aged them, that these are pretty much fresh off the rolling tables, that we've broken the 30-day resting rule, that we've broken every rule that could be.
Totally.
I'll give it today 90-91, and I'm thinking that you've got, this will be a 93-94 cigar within 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. Put it away, enjoy it. It's just a beautiful Cuban tobacco with some magnificent aspects of sweetness, spice, body, keeps me interested, and that's what it is. That is what a good custom cigar should be. We're going to do the Tsar shortly. We may have a guest to do the Tsar shortly, so we may actually wait for a guest to arrive.
We'll wait till
Keith arrives and do it from there. But hasta luego.